Happy Friday, everyone. So, my low is the fact that, really I went to bed really late, but that's because I had dinner really late. You know, listen, I wanted to have dinner with my folks. I wound up doing that, but it was like almost 9 o'clock by the time my dad got home. He had a meeting, and he also, the meeting he was in got at like 8, but he ordered food from Emilio's. So, we had Emilio's last night for dinner. Nothing major. My mom got a meatball sub. I got a Philly cheesesteak sub fully dressed. And my dad got their calzone. So that was a lot of fun. And my act of kindness was, I actually wanted doing something really important for my mom. Because, okay, full disclosure. Yeah, I obviously live on my own. So I clearly have moved out from my folks' place. As well as my brother. He's living on his own with a wife and kids. But, funny story. We both have a bunch of stuff at my folks' place. So yesterday, my mom wanted me to get rid of at least my stuff. So I did. And I actually had some really cool stuff. I really have a lot of cool stuff, but there are a few things I could show you right now. First of all, hold on a second. I actually used to have this really cool chair that went back and forth, kind of like this or whatever. Actually, hold on. And it came with an ottoman just like this, but the chair broke. The ottoman still works. In fact, if I can get it to work. Ooh. Oh, this is awesome. This is really cool. Oh man, I'm definitely keeping this. Actually, there we go. Yeah, that's nice. I could just do this for the entire video. That'd be really cool. Actually, I have one other thing that's dope, but let me talk about this week's episode of Hot Ones first. Now I got it. Okay, I'm starting to fall backwards a little bit, but even that position. But there we go. There we go. This is the proper distance between the ottoman. Actually, you know what? I officially dubbed this the. I had the perfect name for this last night because yes, this is an ottoman, but you know what? I'm not going to call this an ottoman. I'm going to now refer to this as the Awesomely Effective Iconic Ottoman Unit, or AEIU for short. Yes. That's what I will call this. The Awesomely Effective Iconic Ottoman Unit. I love that. This is cool. Just going back. Wow, this is actually kind of therapeutic. Okay, let me, and plus now I don't need to rest my feet on the bar on this chair. I can rest my feet on here. Actually, no, hold on. I shouldn't put my dirty shoes on there. There we go. Put my socks on there. There we go. Now my feet are resting very comfortably. Okay, so yesterday I had an episode of Hot Ones featuring Pedro Pascal. And actually, my notes are a little too far away. Hold on. Evidently I did not prepare for this. Okay, so, yesterday's episode of Hot Ones was really great. Right from the very beginning, Sean Evans asked Pedro Pascal a question that never even remotely occurred to him, which was the ability to balance, when you play a character in a movie, specifically if it's a protagonist, depending on how the protagonist is written, there needs to be a level of both heroic traits, which, strong traits make you heroic, and weak traits, which actually make you human. And there's a level of balancing that out. I thought that was a really cool question to ask because it's something you never really think about. And Pedro's answer was like, it's that sort of male archetype that like you can't show your feelings, you can't show emotion, you have to be strong. Which that's true. But more often than not, that sort of strong, stoic character winds up realizing like you need those emotions. You need the ability to feel. Let yourself have a big cry every once in a while, man. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, that happened. Let's see. He talked about the mechanics of Grotto from The Mandalorian and how, like, one guy he's using via remote control, and another guy is using like wires to like I think the remote control is like the arm movements and like head movements, whereas the wires are doing his facial expressions. I think that's really interesting. Okay, think how the South Coast Repertory in Costa Mesa gave him exposure to theater people, and it got him interested. I mean, because he first lived in Texas, and then his family moved to California, specifically near Hollywood, and he's like, man, I want to do that one day. So his mom actually enrolled him in South Coast in the repertory, and it gave him exposure to theater people, which I can relate. I really started getting into theater around high school, and it gave me exposure to that sort of environment. Theater people. Listen, yeah, at the very end of the day, well, yes, people want like the best roles for like the performances in order to further progress their careers. But at the end of the day, theater people are just the nicest people you're ever going to see. Like, being around theater people and music people helped me get through high school. I guess I probably should have emphasized that all those times I did the Why I'm Still Here videos. I'll have to remember to do that. I'll have to remember to do that next time. There was a question regarding like what he thinks about other actors' wardrobes, because it's something that never really gets brought up enough. Where, like, in movies you have like, and I guess Jenna Ortega talked about this a little bit too, where there's a whole crew around picking out what clothes a character should wear, and what makeup they should have on their face, how they should look, what scene dictates what outfit. And you never really hear that enough. And they definitely need to have their time in the sun, to be sure. Let's see, what else? I'm looking at my notes. He talked about shooting. He talked about how whenever he shoots a scene where his eyes are gouged out, he's actually able to sleep better. Yeah. I never want my eyes gouged out, please. Seriously, if you ever watch, seriously, for me, the two things that always really get me when it comes to, because most things don't really get me squeamish, unless it's something on your fingers, or on your eyes, or in my case, because or the show Botched. So, I'll have to retell that one story another time. Let's see. This is awesome. I really could just sit here all day and do this. Okay. Okay, now here's where we get to the better questions. He talked about working with Nick Cage. He even talking about, and because I think it was The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, I think is what it is. Because he's a Nick Cage fan. He even did his Mount Rushmore of Nick Cage movies, which for him is Raising Arizona, Peggy Sue Got Married, Face Off, and Moonstruck. None of those movies I have seen, by the way. Oh, the closest I've seen to watching any of them was when the Nostalgia Critic did his review of Face Off, because he did Nick Cage month. I think that month he did Face Off. He did Wicker Man. And I know he did something else. And I'll never forget this too, because this is like the second year, I think, when he did Disney-cember. And he's right off the cusp of doing Disney-cember. And he's doing Nick Cage month. Never did it occur to him that he could have done Nostalgia Critic reviews on either The Sorcerer's Apprentice or the National Treasure movies. Both movies I have to do movies on eventually. I should. I remember liking those movies. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. He talked about how Captain Crunch is the goat of cereals. As well as he talked about what differentiates good Tex-Mex food and bad Tex-Mex food. And he's legit worried that he was getting a lot of hatred because, according to him, there's no good Tex-Mex food in New York. Bro, let's be real here. You want good Mexican food? Make it yourself. I mean, pull up the Lou Burger and do white people taco night. That's fun. That's always a crowd pleaser. Or make your own Seriously, I love making guacamole. I actually haven't made guacamole in over a year and a half. But seriously, it's one of those things where once you make it, you never forget. I should make guacamole again soon. I mean, it's a little early for avocados being seasoned, to my knowledge, but it's possible. I could probably make it. He talked about how Pedro Pascal also talked about how he did roles in minor bit roles or whatever, and he talked about how he played this one a goth guy named Dio in NYPD Blue. Okay, and wow, this might actually be the first funeral-related question I think Hot Ones has ever asked. But Pedro Pascal wants Princess Purple Rain to be played at his funeral. Full disclosure, I've never heard Purple Rain. Seriously, I have never heard Purple Rain before. I know, where have I been, right? I should probably get on that after I finish watching this. And all throughout this episode, Pedro Pascal, he was holding his own quite well in this Gauntlet of Wings, to be sure. Especially when he got to the bomb, where, it's not like his reaction was over the top crazy, but he literally made fun of the fact, whenever anyone gets to the bomb, he's like, and keep in mind, I am paraphrasing this, he says, this is the part where now I'll kill you. That's the bomb. It's the bomb. Oh, that actually works on several levels. This was a great episode, man. It was a lot of fun. And, season 20 is so far being a very good season. The one critique I have of it so far is, let's be real here. It's the season intro and the season finale are the two biggest guests they usually have per season of Hot Ones, with maybe one or two really great ones. Or like, when I say great guests, I mean like everyone knows these people. Like, for example, I had no idea who Billie Eilish is before I saw Hot Ones. I had no idea who Kid Cudi was before I saw Hot Ones. Meanwhile, you know, you've had actors and actresses and celebrities like LL Cool J and Charlize Theron and Queen Latifah and you know, the list goes on and on. So when I say great, what I mean is like virtually everyone on the face of the earth should know who this person is. So, yeah. I mean, it's not like we haven't had, you know, lackluster. And keep in mind, no guest on Hot Ones was ever truly lackluster. But, I mean, for me, when I think of guests where, like, you consistently had, like, great guests from start to finish, and it's season 17 for me. I mean, that one had Andrew Zimmern and then Dave Grohl back to back. That was a great season. And we're getting equal to that, I feel. I mean, no, I don't really know the likes of, say, Jenna Ortega or, you know, Austin Butler or Pedro Pascal like I have many of the other celebrities that have been on there. But they're definitely famous enough where not only do I know them, but I definitely know some of their work. And that's definitely something really special. Actually, full disclosure, I had no idea who Dave Grohl was until I saw Hot Ones. And by the end of that episode, I wanted to be his friend. Dave Grohl, on the very slim chance you're watching this, can I please be your friend? Please. I promise I'll be good. We can celebrate by doing a shot. Okay. I should, actually, there's one more thing I want to do. Okay, so in taking stuff out of my old room, I came across this. Can anyone tell what this is from here? How about now? How about now? Yeah, this is my old TI-83 calculator. I can't believe I still have this. And like it works fine. Just the battery pack where it covers the batteries, I lost that. Still works though. Although, as long as I'm here, hold on. This is something you can do. You press turn on here, okay? And yeah. How do you just look? Whoa. Is it working? I can't tell if it's working. You can do this, right? And then you just, hold on, let it go. There we go. Yeah. And I just dropped the cover. Well, that was fun. Like, pick out the foot. I'm gonna see if I can grab it without taking my foot off of this. Almost got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So, yeah, my old TI-83 calculator. That literally just happened. Like, favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, YouTube. I very humbly this video for all you guys watching your today. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk channels, you'll be here to let me know. So everybody take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby. I'm going to see if I can reach it. Without taking my foot off. I got it.